Heading into this game, Bryce Young has 11 wins in his NFL career. 3 of those are against the Atlanta Falcons. We are going to single-handedly fund this dude's next contract. Ever since last year, in the last game of the season where we lost in OT, where in like one of the touchdowns, he threw the ball and spun around, like try to do some Steph Curry shit. I've been praying for his downfall.
Grow and elevate his play in Carolina.
You got a hater in me, bitch. You want to start balling? You want to start doing outlandish shit when we're fighting for our fucking season here? All right, I will be honest. It hasn't worked so far. Every single time, ever since that moment, Bryce Young has whooped our ass, and that includes, they got whooped 30-0. So yeah, after beating the Falcons 30-0, the Panthers have gone on to win 4 out of their next 7 games, and after losing to the New Orleans Saints, the Panthers have a 5-5 record heading into week 11. The Atlanta Falcons are the perfect opponent to potentially beat on to try and get into the playoffs. What did the Atlanta Falcons do last week? Last week, the Falcons played in Berlin versus the Indianapolis Colts, whose owner completely mogs my owner. Arthur Blank has the aura and appearance of like an Italian mafia leader, and then does the actions of nothing like that. I feel no threat when Arthur Blank is my owner. With, what's her name, Carly or whatever the heck? Yo, she literally said, y'all want to fix this cornerback situation, or y'all want to stop being pussies? That's literally what happened. Why can't I have an owner like that? I had to go to work around the same time that the Falcons had to play. So all up until halftime, I knew what was happening. Everything after that, I had no idea what happened. The only clue I had from what the Falcons did was a friend texting me something. I forgot what exactly what he said, but I'll just put it on like the screen. I wasn't gonna wait for the entire replay to drop, so I just reacted to like the YouTube highlights he uploaded. I was tired that day. I was gonna do it completely different. Bullshit. I'm so sure Daniel Jones fucking did that. Faced opposing team's most targeted receiver on 45. Okay, the fuck? I don't get. We have Drake London. No! Stop doing the fucking screen! Oh my god! Zach! Oh! No way. No way this shit goes to OT. No way we lose another OT game. One timeout, a minute 44, 20. They scored a touchdown. I know these Falcons. Does that shit say 3rd and 21? Tell me how the fuck we lost this. Oh my fucking god, we lost an OT again.
If we can find a way to win that game, we can go out there and coach those things.
The Atlanta Falcons are currently on a 4-game losing streak, and with their playoff hopes at the brink of collapse, they have to win this game. There's nothing like, they can't tie it, they can't lose it. They have to win this game, and it's against Bryce Young, so fuck. First play of the game and a flag comes out, so you already know how this game is gonna go in terms of vibes. Mooney fumbles the ball in the same drive. The entire season, I have been wondering what the fuck has been happening with Mooney, because there's a very big difference between Mooney of last year and Mooney of this year. Come to find out, he got a collarbone injury during training camp, and people are just finding out about this. There was also someone on the Falcons subreddit that I guess has someone on the training staff or whatever, and they knew Mooney had a collarbone injury. If any Falcons insiders want to hit me up, just tell me. Hit up the Twitter. Originally, when this injury was reported, it was reported as a shoulder injury, which is very different to a collarbone injury. So once again, the Falcons just hide injuries for whatever reason. It doesn't matter with James Pierce Jr. getting a sack. I still honestly don't give a fuck about the Panthers score first. Number 35 gets absolutely popped in the kickoff return. Surely number 35 doesn't become a reoccurring character. After my glorious king Drake London catches 2 passes for 71 yards, Bijan finishes it off by breaking 3 tackles and scoring a touchdown. Just get the fuck off of him. The rest of the first quarter went from Bryce Young getting hurt by a Falcon sack, and Jordan Agnew, him fucking up the punt return, led to the Falcons having to start at their own 5-yard line.
You are some criminal fuck, and there's no way that you should be able to get away with this.
After spending 5 minutes of fighting their way towards the Panthers end zone, Mooney makes a crazy catch around 3 Panthers players and gets smacked right on the head. I don't know how he catches this. That should have been a flag too. A helmet to helmet or whatever. The highlights of the NFL drops on their YouTube channel. It sucks. Terrible. I'm just going a slight like rant here. It's because I didn't know there was one play with like 15 seconds left against the Indianapolis Colts where Mooney dropped the ball. I don't know how he cannot catch that, but then catch this after the hit. Raheem is going crazy in the background, probably yelling, "Mooney, save my job, please. Start using your hands." And it ends with Bijan scoring a touchdown to have the Falcons leading by 7.
Left the field when the tunnel is questionable to return at this point.
Questionable to return. Bryce is right there. Commentators actually gave me false hope. They gave me Andy Dalton wearing a helmet and Bryce Young just going onto the field, just getting hyped as shit.
This is such bullshit. I've never been so pissed in my whole life.
Bryce Young used all that energy and was hyped as shit for absolutely no reason because it ended up turning into a 1st and 25, which ended anything from happening. I try not to bring up the same things in videos, but I have to bring up how many times Bijan takes someone ankles. I feel like I'm getting deja vu because he was doing this shit like against the Panthers. The Falcons versus the Panthers recently, it's just Bijan's juke tendencies increases by like 2,000%, and then Bryce Young turns into the next embodiment of fucking Tom Brady when he plays the Falcons. Fuck! The commentators were talking about how bad the Falcons are at 3rd down, and it's like the Falcons somehow heard that and said, you know what? Let's make that stat even worse. Oh my, somehow held onto the ball, so good for him. Maybe that is why he cannot play next week again. Who the fuck is that Panthers player? Who the fuck is that Panthers player talking to my wide receiver? Do not want the smoke. Look at this. On the most likely the final drive of the first half, Bryce Young throw to McMillan for 39 yards. Panthers barely fail a 3rd down. The Panthers settle for a field goal. So halftime, Falcons 21, Panthers 10. The stats and the eye test are not failing me. Falcons are whooping the Panthers' ass. There's no way the Falcons somehow fuck this up. All right, no problem, number 35. Nathan Brooks, don't let that happen again, and you're good. Brooks, what are you doing? Brooks, run! Thankfully, the Falcons drafted some people that don't want to fucking lose against Bryce Young. Again, James Pierce stops Bryce Young on the 2-point conversion, so it makes it 21-16. 4 for 4, 66 yards on drive. All right, guys, just don't let that keep happening. Just please, for the love of God, stop Bryce Young.
Kickoff a little bit short. Brooks picks it up. And Brooks loses the football.
We might be in trouble.
Are you fucking kidding me? Oh my, this dude might have had like the worst run of football I've seen in a while. He let Coker run for like 25 yards and then he let the fucking touchdown. And then right after that, the kick return comes to him. He fumbles the ball a little, picks it back up, runs, the fucking ball gets punched out his hand. It's like, God damn it.
Oh, shit. Oh my God.
And yes, the Panthers recover. You would expect them to complete the 4th and 1 pretty easily, but Caden Ellis thinks otherwise and stops Panthers once again. Another crucial play for the Atlanta Falcons. On defense, Jeff Ulbrich, you have saved my life once again. Sometimes I really question what the fuck the Falcons do when they're trading, because this snap is actually one of the worst snaps I've ever seen in my life. And I've seen pretty bad snaps in the Super Bowl, the one that went over Peyton Manning's big forehead. Honestly, this should count as a catch for Penix. Penix throws a pass to Mooney that should genuinely be caught. This is what I'm saying. I can't even put blame on Mooney because he's fucking injured. So everything is slowly just unraveling. It just, Mooney can't catch the ball. Panthers defense blitzes and tackle Penix, and Penix is on the floor. I'm not even sugarcoating it. I already uploaded the video previously, but Penix is out for the season. He tore his fucking ACL. He's out. He's gone. Fuck! This is one of the shittiest Falcon seasons ever that I am currently witnessing. I am not only mad that we lost our starting QB for the rest of the season, I am also mad about the fact that I have to watch Kirk Cousins play football in 2025 again. Kirk Cousins, I'm so happy to have you back. Just please win this game at the very least. Do not let us lose to Bryce Young again. Panthers once again have to settle for a field goal after AJ Terrell stops a touchdown. And so the score heading into the 4th quarter is 21-19 with Kirk Cousins as the quarterback to finish the rest of the game. They're showing off Kirk's stats, you know, 14th season, 66.9 completion percentage, 43,000 yards, 288 touchdowns thrown, 126 interceptions, including those 4 interceptions you threw against the Chargers. All right, Kirk, are you a man or are you a mouse? You have the lead. Can you hold the lead? It didn't do shit, so Bryce Young and the Panthers got the ball right back. Bryce Young has 302 yards. It would be a good idea to not let him get more. Can we please fucking beat Bryce Young? 3rd and 7, send the blitz. We are beating Bryce Young by any means possible. Not only do the Falcons have to play against Tom Brady, they have to play against the refs too. Like, come on, how is this not a flag? 3rd and 10, Kirk Cousins, what do you have for me? Oh my God. Somebody would have had to institutionalize me if Kirk Cousins would have thrown into 3 people again and thrown an interception. PTSD from the Chargers. 4th quarter, 4th and 1. Basically the game. You might get the ball back, but you might not. But I mean, you're facing the Falcons, so you probably will. Bryce Young, are you a man or are you a mouse? Oh. All right, it's the Falcons and Bryce Young versus Bryce Young and the refs. Let's go. Once again, Bryce Young just magically heals on the sidelines. This dude just turns into a god. Like, I don't know how to explain it. I'm telling you, there is a Bryce Young that I have seen that nobody else has seen. Every other team has seen a version of Bryce Young that I guess I have never seen. He always whoops our ass. The Falcons get the ball back, and then once again the Falcons say fuck you, fail a third down, and then give the ball back to Bryce Young for another chance. But at least the Falcons made a field goal, so it's 24-19. The Panthers player can't make an easy catch on third down, and now it's 4th down and 4. Bryce Young tells the wide receiver, catch the fucking ball. And then 2 plays later, the Panthers pull a touchdown out of nowhere. Just kidding, he stepped out of bounds, but they scored a touchdown anyways. Take the lead, and then they scored a 2-point conversion that makes it 27-24. Look at me, I'm Bryce Young. I just like playing against the Falcons because they're gonna give me a second contract. I swear, I feel like I'm losing it. Oh, Bryce Young! Now it's the Falcons' turn with 1 minute and 8 seconds remaining in the 4th quarter. For the first time in like the entire season, the Falcons actually get a good return and are near midfield. The Falcons score a field goal. I'm surprised they even did that. Make it 27-27 and take it to overtime once again against Bryce Young and the Carolina Panthers. It is overtime once again. The Falcons did nothing in their drive in overtime apart from getting a flag. So the ball goes back to once again Bryce Young.
It's at this side. It's caught by Tremble, who turns upfield inside the 15.
Why? Second place. I might have fucked up. If I say that I will be hate watching Bryce Young every single week. Because ever since I said that, we just keep fucking losing in such stupid ways. Are you kidding me? The game's over.
Stop fucking crying, bitch.
Yada, yada, yada. Everyone's celebrating. Kirk, we got hoed again.
Where?
We got Panther fans in the Benz waving goodbye to Falcons fans in their own fucking stadium.
I don't want to fucking hear it.
Then you got Raheem throwing up the dead stare. It looks like everyone's soul just got taken after this game. Panthers kick the field goal. No shit. 27-30. Panthers win the game. This game could not have gone as bad as it did. Panic's injury. Kirk looks like ass still. Lose to Bryce Young. Bryce Young threw a career high and a franchise record 448 yards. I'm tired of fucking losing. I'm tired of being a fucking loser. After the game, Raheem Morris hits the classic. You have to find a way to win the game.
We keep finding ways to make it tough.
Oh, last season was funny, at least. This season is just like, I ended up in one of the torture camps that the US did. But if you like seeing my suffering again, you could like the video, you could drop a comment. Falcons are stupid for trading their 1st round pick. Yada, 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 yada. I'm sad. Bye.